Hello everybody, and welcome to today's video. I'm the Blind IR Tool Guy, brought to you by the Blind Man's Revenge 2002 channel. And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Ingersoll Rand W3111 quarter-inch drive impact driver.
Speech off.
As you can see in front of me, I have displayed two Ingersoll Rand batteries, one BL 2012, one BL 2022. In the middle is the tool itself, and to the left is the BC 1121 dual charger that comes with IQV20 Ingersoll Rand cordless tools. This dual charger will not only charge the IQV20 batteries, but it will also charge the IQV12 batteries, which are the 1203 packs that you can get when you buy the IQV12 line of cordless power tools. Those are their compact tools that don't have as much power of the IQV20, and we can discuss those in another episode. This charger has basically stayed the same since they originally released it back in 2011. Back in those days, it was the 1120. It's now the 1121 because they added an extra rail here so that you can slot in the 12-volt batteries. The only gripe that I have with the BC 1121 charger is that Ingersoll Rand is still sticking a USB-A 2.0 port on the side there, which basically charges at USB 1.1 speeds. So if you're expecting to take a dead phone and bring it back to life with this charge port, think again. It is incredibly slow and will simply just maintain a charge if you get to work. Throw your phone on top of your maximizer where you have all your chargers. Plug your phone in so it doesn't die by the time you get out of work. You'll be good to go. You're coming in at 80%, you'll be good to go. If you're coming in at anywhere below 20 and expecting this to bring your phone back to life, it's just not going to happen. I think at this point in 2025, Ingersoll Rand really needs to get with the times and switch this up to a USB-C PD port with a minimum power delivery of at least 20 watts. You know, stop insulting our intelligence already. This tool comes presented in two kits. You can either get the bare tool, which is what I got, or you can opt for the IR W3111 K22 kit, which will come with the charger cord for your particular market, whether you live in the US, UK, China, EU. And then it will also come with a compact 2.5 amp hour battery, as well as an extended capacity BL 2022 5.0 amp hour battery. Here's a brief picture of the box that it ships in. You know, not too impressive. You know, the presentation used to be better with Ingersoll Rand tools back in the days when we were getting a hold of the W5330, W5350, the W7150, the W5110. You got blow molded cases where everything was presented to you nice and well. You got a sturdy case, slots for the batteries, slots for the tool, slots for the charger. Now, this is what you get. Paper, and you know, you don't even get a nice Ziploc bag for your safety information, product information, and parts list. But now, getting to the tool, I'm going to slot a battery into it. Here's what the tool looks like with a 2.5 amp hour compact battery. We've got our polished metal hammer case here. We've got our rubber over molded grip right here. Very nice and comfortable. I've always loved the way that they've done these grips. We've got our forward, reverse, and lock switch. Ingersoll Rand went with a brushless motor on this particular tool, And it also went with its 360-degree shadowless LED task light. This will come on as soon as the trigger is pressed. And then once the trigger is depressed, this will remain on for about 15 seconds before it shuts off. These tools come with the 1/4-inch drive impact driver with quick hex release collet. Rates about 4,200 inch-pounds, which when converted into foot-pounds comes up to about 350 for reverse. In forward, it's rated at 3,400 inch-pounds, which after doing some quick math to convert, will give you about 280 forward foot-pounds of impacting force. At the foot of the tool, you have your speed mode adjuster. These tools come with a slow, medium, and max speed. There's an LED light indicator that tells you what setting you're at. So if I push this button, you'll see that that light came on, indicating that we are probably at max. I will say that I really like what Ingersoll Rand did with their adjuster button. It's a harder plastic when compared to the blister buttons that are on the Cobalt 24-volt Max Lines tools, which are rubbery, which seems like if you spill enough stuff on those rubbery buttons, it might just chew right through it. This feels a little bit more robust and feels like it would better stand up to solvents, chemical spills, brake cleaner, PB blaster, WD-40, all that stuff that will potentially end up on your hands and then on the bottoms of these tools as you're swapping out batteries and making your speed adjustments. So we'll go ahead and we'll give the trigger a pull. We'll adjust the speed. Okay, it looks like that's max. Low, medium, max. We'll go to reverse, low, medium, max. Okay. Finally, we've got rubber bumpers located on either side of the body of the tool. We've got rubber bumpers here in the front of the tool by the drive end. And we also got rubber bumpers here by the foot of the tool on either side of the battery compartment. We also have rear rubber bumpers here. The whole entire tool with battery weighs about 2.3 pounds. We've got 5.2 inches from tip to tail. And even though they're calling these compact impact wrenches, I really think that Ingersoll Rand needs to update their nomenclature because these would technically be considered subcompact or stubbies. I have an example of a compact impact wrench that Ingersoll Rand is still selling. I'm going to slot a battery in it. Okay. Now, as you can see, what we have here is an example of their mid-torque impact wrench, which is the IRW5132. These tools were released back in 2016 and represented their second generation mid-torque compact impact wrenches. But as you can see, the side-by-side comparison is apples and oranges. That is significantly heftier, heavier, longer, both width, longitudinally, vertically, horizontally, whatever you want to call that. And so we'll put those two tools right up next to each other, and we can see that there is a dramatic difference in the size of these tools. So I really think that Ingersoll Rand should be calling these subcompact impact wrenches. I don't know if like the word stubby has been trademarked or patented by, the red guys and the yellow guys. So maybe that could be going on there. But regardless, fact remains is that this compact impact wrench versus this compact impact wrench, the form factor is dramatically different. So at this point, that pretty much will wrap up the video. I won't demonstrate the tool simply because I think that's a wasted effort. You shouldn't use something like this to be taking off lug nuts. This is going to be driving sheet wall screws, sheetrock screws, wood screws. If you're building a deck, if you're finishing a studded out room for house renovation, or you're a contractor, or you are, driving, metal screws into sheet metal, stuff like that. This is really going to be what this tool is going to be for. As for automotive work, you might be able to get away with putting a 1/4 inch adapter on here and using this under hood. But for suspension work, exhaust work, brake work, I wouldn't say that this is going to be the best tool for that job. I would recommend going with either the 3/8 inch 31 or the 31 51 1/2 inch for that type of work. But for all intents and purposes, here we have it. The Ingersoll Rand W3111 1/4 inch impact driver in their new subcompact line of 20 volt cordless lithium ion battery powered tools. Thanks for joining us. No need to like, dislike, comment, or subscribe. I'm just trying to get this information out there because Ingersoll Rand doesn't do the best job on their website, on their YouTube channel describing these tools. Anyway, see you next time, and I hope you learned something.
Speech on. Take picture. Pause video. Take picture. Pause video. Stop recording video.